Hello everyone, welcome to my channel today. My name is Joyce and I'm here again to attempt to make another bar or another batch of soap. I'm going to try my hand at a two-tiered soap or a two-colored soap. Like I said, I'm very new at this. This is only my second batch. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm going to make a lot of mistakes because I really do not know what I'm doing, but I'm attempting to make soap from melt and pour soap. So bear with me as I get this going. I'm going to put it in this mold this time to see how many bars I can get from the batch that I make. So again, stick with me. Let's get started. Well, let's make some soap. Okay. What I'm using today, of course, is the melt and pour, and this one is an oatmeal based soap. So I've taken it out of the container and I'm just going to eyeball it and cut it in half. There. Now, let me put this part back in the container, and I'm going to cut this into chunks so that I can get it melted. There we go. Just gonna cutting it like this helps it to melt faster than if you just put the big block. And I'm going to melt mine on a double boiler. You could also do it in the microwave. So this is a pound of soap. So we're going to get this in the boiler so it can melt, and I will come back and show you what it's going to be. Okay, now what I've done, I cut the other half of that base, so I'm going to melt that, but I'm going to put this first one in, and then I'm going to come back and do whatever I do. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it just yet, but I'm going to put this in and then I'll be back. Okay, it's all melted. I'm going to pour it into this container here. Oops. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the other half and get that melted. Like I said, all of the mistakes that I'm making, you guys try not to make the same mistakes that I'm sure I'm making, because I don't have a clue really as to what I'm doing. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some fragrance. This is strawberries and cream. I'm going to add half of that to that. Stir that in. It's melted, so I'm going to pour it into my mold. All right. So now, just spray it with a little alcohol to get the bubbles out. And let's go check on the other side of this. Okay, let's see. All right. So now what I'm going to do before I add the second layer, I'm going to spray this top one with some alcohol. They say that helps it to adhere. So let's see how it works. Give that a stir, make sure it's all melted. And so now, just going to pour this one on top. Well, they said you're supposed to wait, you see a trace. I'm not waiting. Since I there. All right. Spray it again. That bubble's on top. I'm going to just let this sit and come back and show you what my second batch of melt and pour soap turned out to be. Stick with me. I'll be back later to show you what I've done. I'll be back. Okay, it's been a couple hours since I poured my soap, so let me take it out of the mold. Let's see. Well, I told you. All right. All right, let's see. Flip it over. I don't know. There. We have a block of soap. Okay, like I said, all of the mistakes that I made, don't make, because this was supposed to be 2-tier, and it is not. So let me cut it, see what it's looking like. Cut this in. And there we have a nice orange block of soap. It was supposed to be 2-tier, so obviously I did something wrong. I should have used a red color because I used the strawberries and cream fragrance. So, but that's all right. So, here is my supposed, should have been 2-tiered soap, but it's not. So that's all right. So we're just going to let it rest and let it continue to solidify on this rack. So anyways, this is my soap. Thank you for being with me on this attempt at making a 2-tiered soap, but it's a really pretty orange. Orange is one of my favorite colors, so that's good. It smells good. Okay, let's give it a test. Got my soap material still here. Alright, let's see. Oh wow, that lathers up really well, really quickly. Look at that. It's really smooth, creamy. Yeah, I like this soap. Smells really good. The lather is something else. The skin is smooth after. Melt and pour soap, made by Joyce. Thank you for watching Joyce's Soaps. I'll see you next time. Bye. And there is my attempt at making a multi-layer or 2-tiered soap.